Thapelo, and yes, I was acting as Zamo in the movie. The question of how was the movie, the impression on the movie. It was my first time acting anyway, so I believe that the movie was good, although there are still some parts where we actually need to work on. I think, all of us who were acting there, the characters, we had to cultivate an acting character because it was our first time. So it was more physical than, reading script and all of those things. But it was quite an interesting movie. I like it. I would like to keep it for myself. I mean, I would like to always reflect on the first movie I've ever acted on. So it was quite an interesting movie. I like it. It was quite interesting. It was quite interesting.
Okay.
Who is the best actor or actress in the movie? I'm thinking there isn't a story in the movie, obviously. We were all starting this for the first time. It was our first experience, but I would like to give it to Evie. The reason why is no, it's not about that. The reason why is I believe she's a natural at it. I believe it's one of the things that all of us as actors in the movie are gonna have to cultivate. We're gonna have to cultivate that image of not seeming as if we're acting, just being a natural. So I believe Evie was doing that more, and she's good at it. She's good at it. So you see, I'm looking up to her as someone whom I would like to cultivate the character from. The sad aspect of the movie, it's when now I was happy with my son Femi, when I just told him the good news that, no, you know what, my son, you can actually marry anyone that you like. But he was so excited. So when he went to look for his wife, unfortunately, or his fiance, unfortunately the fiance wasn't there. It was only a set letter that was remaining there to say that no, she's going back home to America, and unfortunately she can't marry him anymore. So he must be happy with his family, which means us. We are not gonna be happy anymore. But that's what I liked about the movie. That was the sad side as well, and I think that's all I can say about the movie at the moment. I was acting more with my son and my wife, or my family. But thanks to the producer, because I believe she's the one who said, no, this is how it's gonna be looking like. And the challenges I had was, I had to actually, the script that I had gave me an idea of what to say. It was more of a fuss than something that we could have just memorized from the script and all of those things. So it was a bit difficult because you had to remember what the script was about, and when you don't remember that, there isn't anyone to prompt you. But thanks to my son, thanks to my wife, those whom I was acting with, they were actually there. So when they could see that I'm forgetting, they were there to actually say something, so to make sure that the movie keeps going on and on and on and on. So it was one of the challenges that I had, where I didn't know what to say anymore, but they could spontaneously pick that, no, I'm at my ends. So they had to come in at that time. So it was challenging. It was my first time as well. So these things are things that we're gonna have to cultivate over time. But in overall, it was an exciting movie. It was an exciting movie. Do I see myself as an actor in the future? Well, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I wouldn't have a problem with it, but it's quite an exhausting job, because every morning I have to wake up and go act. You see, the part that is boring is if you act and you don't act the way they want you to, you're gonna have to repeat. And you see, I noticed it was my first time experience, like I said before. I'm a novice to this, but I realized that actors out there, the ones in Generation, the ones in this bingo, it's a job. We just see the finished product, but I realized that you can go there, you wake up very early in the morning and you will come back home late, around 4 o'clock, and you are tired when you get home. So, well, I wouldn't mind acting in another movie. I believe that God knows exactly where he's leading one. God knows where he's guiding one. So it's nice also, when God is telling you all these things. But I wouldn't mind acting. I wouldn't mind acting. It's a job. It's a job, I realized. I think, yeah, that's all I could say. I would like to first and foremost, I would like to thank JTL Art. JTL Art is Jesus to all languages art here in Cape Town. That's why I started acting. I never even thought that I'm an actor myself. But you know, when people ask you to do so many things, you wouldn't know what they see in you. So that's why I started acting, and I was thinking that, no, I'm just having fun. But this thing was really getting serious, until we came to a point where we produced a movie like this. And I would also like to thank the actors and actresses which I was acting with in the movie. I would like to thank my son family. Obviously they are my family. My wife, oh, that one, my dear wife. I would like to thank her. I would like to thank my daughter-in-law. But obviously my son didn't get married to her. But yes, I would like to thank her. I would like to thank everyone who was acting in the movie. I would also like to thank my producer, Sister Rose, Miss Tia, big ups to you. I would like to thank her. She's the one who's giving me this platform, this opportunity to be an actor today. I would like to thank her. I would like to thank her. She believes in me, and you know what? I will always not want to disappoint her. Every time that she asks me to do something for her, I'll be there. I actually don't know why we actually got to know each other. It is God who's arranged this. And I would like to thank my family, I'd like to thank my friends, all the people who supported me in this
Musango